has 7 manifestations. The first manifestation is darkness. The second, craving. The third, ignorance. The fourth, lethal jealousy. The fifth, enslavement to the body. The sixth, intoxicated wisdom. The seventh, guileful wisdom. These are the 7 manifestations of wrath, and they oppress the soul with questions. Where do you come from, murderer? Where are you going, vagabond? The soul answered, that which oppressed me has been slain. That which encircled me has vanished. My craving has faded, and I am freed from my ignorance. It is hard to believe these are words exchanged between Jesus and his disciples. It sounds like the words of Buddha. Buddha would have spoken perhaps exactly like this. Layers of ignorance, levels to cross, to move towards enlightenment, dealing with greed, dealing with anger, dealing with jealousy. It sounds like Buddha spoke about the 8-fold path to enlightenment. Looks like Jesus is talking about a 7-fold path. That is how similar they both were. And yet when we think about Jesus, the last image that comes to mind is that of a Buddha. That is the work of religions. That is the work of mainstream Christianity. Great effort has gone into brainwashing people into believing that he was not an ordinary man. He was not a teacher. He was something else altogether. Something you can never, even in your dreams, aspire to reach to. While he's sitting there around a group of individuals, pouring his heart out, using as many different ways as possible to communicate them a simple truth that he's wanting them to realize within them, that he has realized for himself. Christianity has been saying that there is no way to become like him because you are human. He is the Son of God. There is no question of trying to attain to his wisdom, his understanding of life. Now, right there, you're killing an individual's search. You're destroying the possibility. Right there, you are becoming the enemy of the people. And you're also becoming the enemy of Jesus. If Jesus were to be alive, if he heard you speak like this about him, just imagine what he would have done. It was not even his teachings. It was not even his message around which a temple had been built and people were exchanging money. But he identified with that fully and he threw them out, saying, "You are polluting my Father's place." Now imagine what he would have done if he would have seen what has been done to his teachings, his message. How many tables he would have turned. He would have been utterly disappointed. He would have cried in pain. This is what I tried to wake you up from. Now you're using my own words to go deeper into sleep, to put humanity into a coma. Humanity has been in a religious coma for the past 2000 years. And that has happened around his words. Those are not his words. What we read in the Bible are not his words. Jesus would never speak like that. Jesus would never say, "Blessed are the poor." He does not care whether you are poor or rich. Everything he spoke about, he was referring to the inside. That is why he said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit," which means if you are poor in desires, if you are poor in your ambitions, if you are poor in your greed, you can get to that kingdom. It is easier for you. Only in this context, he separated the poor from the rich. He never bothered about wealth in the outside world. Look how different this man was. He was not at all interested in what was happening on the outside. His entire concern was the inside. And yet, in the Bible, he talks about nothing but the outside. And the ultimate destination of his message is also somewhere outside. The farthest it can be from the individual. Now, how can Christianity not be the enemy of Jesus? How can it be a spiritual organization? How can it be a guiding light that Jesus was when its message, its teachings, its approach is so different, so diametrically opposed to that of Jesus? What Jesus is giving here is a map to the inside. The obstacles that needs to be identified. He is talking about 7 manifestations of wrath. 7 obstacles to identify and transcend. And all are qualities that have to be transcended on the inside. You don't have to do anything on the outside. But on the inside, work has to be done.